Sari originally meant a strip of cloth. That's all it was. And we used to have 3 strips of cloth before. We had one which we wore like a dhoti, one which covered the chest, and one which is an angavastra. Then it all joined together and become one long beautiful sari. I think almost all of us have memories of buying saris, mostly as young kids, mostly before weddings. At least my memory is that. And we would go to this, anyone, either Sharda Silks or whatever it is, and sit down there. And the funny part was, it was always men showing us the saris. Have you seen that? You will always... Alright. This is called a Maheswari sari. Now, for most of you who don't know, this is from the time of Ahalyabai Holkar. That means from Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. And the beauty of this man... Yes.
I think each saree would cost one cesarean.
Not in Vasant Sani, madam.
I have a pediatrician.
Yeah, one cesarean in rainbow, not in Vasant Sani. Alright, so this is the beautiful Maheshwari sari.
One sentence about saris. See, I studied in Delhi. 3rd year onwards, we were asked to wear saris. But today, nobody wears even after marriage. 3rd year students, and I remember our first saris, the cotton saris costing 30 rupees. 30 rupees saris, we have started our college days.
So, but the beauty of the girls who are seen, come. In the pallo, alright, a little bit about the sari. Banaras is obviously from Kashi or Benares. And the beauty of this particular sari is the golden weave. It's supposed to be one of the richest saris in India. And what is the new Banaras? And here you can see the border. You usually have lots of flowers and Zari. That's what makes it rich and opulent. So this is the newer Banaras, where you've got the Zari all over the sari and plenty of designs in the border. So show them, Sushma. Coming next. I think they're all a little kind of nervous still. This is the first time we're doing it. So, come on, ma'am. We've got Kameshwari madam, one of our senior doctors, and what she is wearing is a Kosa silk. The speciality of Kosa is it is made only in India. This particular silk is only in India, and it's made with something called Anthrea maita. So Kosa, Tussar, Bagalpur are all the same family. And these are brilliant silks. And you know the beauty of Kosa silk and Tussar silk. The more you wash it, the brighter it gets. So these are silks that should be washed. Alright? So that is Dr. Kameshwari. Coming next is... Ma'am, okay. So we've got Tussar. They're just next to Kosa. This is a Tussar Jaguar. Dr. Manjula Rani. Manjula Rani. The colors are, how different the colors are. So India is really wonderful. Now we have Dr. Pushpa Chetyan. Now this is a very interesting golden border. It stands for the golden border that they've got. That is what is kasavu. So it can be worn as a mundu, which is in 2 pieces, or it can be worn as a sari. And Kerala, as you know, loves their gold. And that is why kasavu. So kasavu is for the purity. And if you actually see the weather, if you know how Kerala is, it is so hot and so humid. There can't be anything more wonderful than a light, white, beautiful golden sari. So thank you, ma'am, for the kasavu sari. Coming next.
Right from the spice trade time, right from the 16th century, it is the Dutch who have come to India to buy the spices. And then in Europe there was a lot of market. Those days there was no common currency between India and then Europe. That's why all the trade was paid in gold. And then so much of gold has been dumped on the Malabar coast. So the natives have woven saris. They made the jewelry. They have adorned their gods, and also they have adorned their elephants also, as you can see in Kerala. That is how the gold borders have come to Kerala. It is because of the spice trade.
And a new entrant, please come. Dr. Ambuja wearing a Kantha sari. This is from West Bengal. Please come, and it's completely handwoven. sari. Dr. Muga loves her sari, so come on, clap. And this is again Bengal has been known for some of the most beautiful handwork. Traditional Gadwal sari. Again, the Gadwal sari has been in India. Has been there from the 3rd century BC. And the most beautiful thing about the Gadwal sari is that it usually has a silk border and a cotton body. And there was one more thing that I came to know, that it is a Gadwal Angavastra that is put on Lord Venkateshwara for the Brahmotsava. It is so special, right?
It is the women who wear in Mahasamsthanam in the Gadwal fort. The women in the Mahasamsthanam wear this Gadwal saris. And they wear the work sari, work blouse with the
Alright. She is wearing a traditional Narayanpet sari. Please come. This is a Narayanpet cotton. One of the most famous. Sunita is trying to be as slow as that. This is again from, the same silk, Muga silk, comes from Tibet and China, and it is special to India. And it is one of the most costliest silks in the world. So the beauty of that, they say, we're going to have is Dr. Paithani Prasad in a Bhagalpur silk. Bhagalpur silk is from Bihar. And again, this is related to Tussar, this is related to Kosa, this is related to Muga. So you realize how rich we are in our history of silks. And do you know what is the amount of money India makes with simple silk exports? It's $1 billion. $1 billion. Next, we've got Dr. Madhulata in a Paithani. A Paithani sari. The beauty of the Paithani sari, again, this was because Maharaj had come to a place near Aurangabad called Paithani, and the weavers there took in a little bit of the silk. Originally it was made only in cotton. Then they slowly converted it to silk, and now it is one of the richest saris that you have. The Paithani sari. Orange is one of the beautiful colors. Greens are one of the beautiful colors. And of course the yellow. Right? The next person, now we've got our very own, please. We've got Madhavi coming in with a kalamkari. Now, the beauty of a kalamkari, as the name suggests, this was originally called Patachitra. That means drawing on cloth. Then the Nizam and the Muslims came over and made it kalamkari. That means a craft with a pen. And then is Dr. Durga Padmacha, and she is wearing a Sambalpur silk. Now, this is something. This is Sambalpur, from Sambalpur in Odisha. The difference in this and other things is, in this, the silk is dyed before they weave it. So they are never sure about what is the design that's going to come. So you'll always have a very different design, and it will be bilateral. And this silk became very, very famous in India because Indira Gandhi used to wear it. So till 1980, very few people knew about Sambalpur. But she was very fond of it, and they're extremely expensive. Again, so catch hold of Dr. Durga Padmacha. She's wearing one of the most expensive sarees here. The next person we've got is Dr. Rani Samyukta. She's wearing a Kota Doria. A Kota Doria is from Rajasthan. As you know, Kota is from Rajasthan. Extremely light material. If you hold it up, but Samyukta, you can see it. It's extremely light. Meant for that hot temperature. Beautiful light colors like the sky, and Doria means those little lines. So she's got streaks of lightning, of beautiful silver lightning. So absolutely wonderful.
And it is inversely proportional to the rate.
Yes, the lighter the sari, the more expensive it is.
The lighter will be your pocket.
The lighter the sari on the body, the heavier it is on the pocket.
Your pocket will be lighter by that much.
So next we've got Dr. Jyotsna, and she's wearing a upada. Now, upada again is from Telangana, and it is special. Andhra, sorry, and it's special. She's wearing a simple upada, but upada has also got what is called the jamdani, where they've got plenty of. It's a very interesting silk, which many may not have heard of. This is called a Dupion silk. A Dupion silk is a very different silk. They have thin silk on the warp and thick silk on the weft, so it's got a different kind of a feel. If you touch it, it will be kind of thick and soft. All right. So this is Dupion silk. This is a form of Tussar. It's a conversion of Tussar, the modern variety of Tussar. So as we are progressing, we've got newer and newer things coming. Now we've got a traditional kavita and a traditional pochampalli. I think everybody knows pochampalli, but did you know pochampalli is one of the oldest forms of saris that we've got. Ikkat and pochampalli. This has come not only from here, it has come from the Middle East. It has come from Egypt. It is not only, and it's from 3th century BC. Alright, so brilliant. Now we have a Kanjeevaram. This is Dr. Soumya in a Kanjeevaram. This is a traditional wedding sari for all South Indians. And the colors, as usual, green, red. Soumya ran. She didn't want anyone to see her sari. Alright, now the beauty of this is the reason a Kanjeevaram is very different from other saris. All other saris have got borders which are woven with it. In the Kanjeevaram, the border is woven separately. The body is separate, the border is separate, and they are stitched together by something called korvai. Okay, fine. And now we are, so from Tamil Nadu to the other end of India, we've got the Kashmiri tila. Yeah, we've got the tila work. If Arushi shows it to you, it's beautiful, absolutely mind-blowing embroidery in gold. And this is again, did you know why Zari is called Zari? It comes from a place called Zari in Iran. So that gold which is done, where they did the embroidery of gold, was from Zari in Iran, and that is why we say Zari. Right? And because of Iran, the maximum Zari that is produced is in the western part of India. So Surat and Gujarat and Kutch produce the maximum Zari in India. Now, here we've got another fusion. How can we not have fusion? So we've got Bandhani from Gujarat with a Kanchipuram border. So this is a fusion Bandhani. Now Bandhani, as you know, if Bandho means one is fantastic or strict. Mashru. Most of you may not have heard about it. Mashru, actually, like we say in Hindi, Mishran. Mishran is to mix, but Mashru in original Urdu means permitted or allowed. Did you know that Muslim men were not allowed to wear silk? It was considered against the religion for men to wear silk. So what the Indian weavers did was, they put silk in one side and cotton in the other, and more of cotton and less of silk, which progressively became more of silk and less of cotton. So this is what, because it was mixed, it was called Mashru. So now men were allowed to wear silk because of this. So Purnima is wearing a Mashru silk, and this is from Aurangabad. Alright. And lastly, we've got Navyata with a Mysore silk. One interesting fact about the Mysore silk, the borders are 65% silver and 6% gold. That's why they're the most expensive silks in India. Do you know the real Mysore silk? Each one has got a hologram and it's got a number. So if you want to buy it, you have to go to KSPDC. She hasn't sponsored it, she only allowed you to wear it. So that's about it. And now, the last sari is mine. This is Baluari, and this is, as you can see, it's got very heavy borders. This is from West Bengal, okay? And this particular one is called Sona Cherry because it's got gold. The Baluari usually will have a plain white, okay? So thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed.